Welcome to Kate Sparks Creativity. This is a new room tour video. I recently moved apartments and my setup is a little bit different. I have a little bit more space. Starting over here, I have some art. The top two I made in a recent mastering mixed media course that I'll talk about more in a later video. And then there's a little canvas that I made a while ago, probably 2 years ago. I may have put a video up of it. If I haven't, it'll be in another video to come. On my table, I have some bins to flip through. It's mostly collage items like papers and stickers and some things that I got from a friend as well. There's some like tag art pieces and stuff in there. In another video, I'll like go through a bin and like try to make bags or project bags or whatever so that I use it up so that I don't have as much clutter. I have more stuff under the table that didn't fit on the table because there's so much stuff. I have a few project boxes down here. I have some collage fodder boxes. I have organizers for my writing projects. My stamps are not in the closet. Thankfully, I managed to find a spot under the table for them. I'd like them to be in a more prominent place. And I'm going to try and do prompt videos so that my stamps and my stencils will get used this summer. This is my purple chair, which is also featured in the old video. I have a desk over here that I would like to use for writing setup, and then this table maybe for art and like display at some point. I have a cork board that I'll do something with at some point, either for setting up planning. I still have my old canvas. This is the first collage canvas I think I did when I started art journaling back in like 2014. And then I've got some organizers. I have my camera. And then there's a bit of space between the bed now. And I tried to have the bed on the wall as I usually do, but it looks better in the middle, I think, because it makes like the way the room works, it gives it more of a shape, I think, more organized, if that makes sense. And then this is my Raskog cart. I was going to try and get the stamps or the stencils over here, but I ultimately decided it made more sense to have projects up on the top. I don't know that the lighting is that great in here today. It's a little later in the day than I was hoping to film. I have several writing journals up here. I have some projects that I haven't really started yet. These are both little collage books that I started from Michael's. This one is empty, but I've had it for a really long time. It's really cute. So I'm waiting for like the right project to start it. I have more journals. I have a painted canvas that's got some glittery gold paint. I have some project bags, more sketchbook journals. These are winter journals that I hope to record page ideas for in the winter. I have a Halloween journal. And some of these projects, like this one, is more finished than everything else up here. So I'm hoping to archive this and like maybe take the cover off and do something with it. I have plans to make cards. There's another notebook. This is a project that I started during a scrapbook expo in Kansas City, like in 2016. It's mostly finished. I just have to add like embellishments and then put the ring binder through it. This journal right here is an art journal that I recently uploaded. And it was filmed right before my intro video. So if you want to see it, I will add it in the links in the description. These videos I'm going to do a flip through when I get finished. And then I think I've probably also done a flip through of this one. I'm hoping to use it to make cards and tags in the future from the pages that I do like. That way I don't have as much stuff sitting around, just kind of taking up space for new stuff. I have tools down here like glue and gesso. And then this is like a modeling paste, which I haven't used yet. I have some, what do I have? I have marbles. And then I have like beads and stuff in this box. I don't have too many beads yet, so that works for now. I have all of my painting stuff down here, like paint markers and acrylics. And then I want to say this bag back here has my other paint. When I say this is like the smaller tubes of stuff. And then I also have regular markers and pens and some spray inks and some random odds and ends for other projects. Yeah, I have a whole bag of mini paints. And I want to say they're mostly watercolor. And I don't know that I've used them very much because I'm very much like a novice watercolor painter anyways. So I usually use the Crayola version. I have a notebook over here, a sketchbook, and it's one of the bigger ones, so I kind of just keep it behind the door. This is my bookshelf. Some of these things I've had for a while. The books I've mostly had put up. This right here is a project I did for Mastering Mixed Media, which I need to finish. And then I have some art books. I have 2 Jane Davenport books, and then this is a puzzle book for like Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff, but for kids. And then I have a photo album in a place I can find it. I have my library books stacked over here with my cords for like my laptop and stuff so I can keep everything organized. I actually got this shelf from my sister and right now it's working. I'm thinking about getting something else later, but this summer I'm trying to go through and use stuff, so maybe I won't need as much. I got this little table at a DAV thrift store here in where I live close by. It was like $10 and the lid opens up so I have some storage by my bed. I have what I'm currently listening to. It is a Playaway and you have to provide your own headphones and a AAA battery, but this is Raiders of the Lost Heart by Joe Segura. And so far it's all right. It's kind of cheesy. I can't remember where they are, but they are like in a jungle setting. So the man has already saved her from a snake. I have some important documents under there and stuff just so that they're close at hand. And then, of course, my bed separates the room from the art side and the just everyday stuff. So this has been my room tour. If you're new here, please like and subscribe so you see more content. Everybody else, thanks for watching. Have a great day.